With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Harris. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the first play of the game. 46 yards. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
First down, Steelers.
They'll try the right side with Harris. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Harris running straight ahead. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. This is Harris on the draw. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Ravens at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football. 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
That's good for Baltimore. First down.
That's again complete to Palmer. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play. And
got his man complete. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 36 yards. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And here's another carry for Harris. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Second and 12. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd manageable with that run.
That swung out wide to Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to look to throw. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Third down, here's Harris. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
At the 40-yard line.
Now Jackson to throw on second down. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Up past the 30, second down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Pittsburgh.
An option handoff given to Harris. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw here. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. Fourth down.
So where all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Nicole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 112 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. On the ground, it's Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make make it 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Harris diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Mitchell. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That's good. Cross-ball forward. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They go play action now. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throwing, Jackson. Now he'll escape to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Jackson to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mitchell.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. This is 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. Rolling to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. Here's 1st and 10. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. They run with Harris. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here comes 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that is incomplete. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Steelers first down.
They run with Harris. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. There's the stiff arm. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. And they run with Harris off the option. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win, and the defense is caught him.
And he will have a Steelers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now the timeout comes here, and the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Now remember, this one is not over. But with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession. But when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Steelers, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.